From here, we'll move into a breathing practice. So I invite you to find a comfortable seat, or you could be on your back. It's totally up to you, whatever sort of feels appropriate for you at this time of day and in the state of your body currently. So take a moment to settle yourself in. If you do lie on your back, make sure that your forehead is a little bit higher than your chin so that you can move into a parasympathetic state. If you hyperextend your throat, it's hard to really relax and find a gentleness in the breath. And also, if you are on your back, you might consider a little lift under the knees just to take any strain out of the low back if you're prone to low back issues. Or even just to create a little bit more comfort for your body. And then wherever you are, whether in a seat or in a supine position, I invite you to make a choice about whether it feels auspicious for you to close your eyes or if you'd like to keep them at half mast, maybe finding a gentle gaze point where you can rest your concentration. As you begin to turn your attention inwards, finding your body in this moment, noticing perhaps where it makes contact with the earth, how it is settling itself on the ground. At this point, it might be possible for you simply to invite your body to release itself into this moment and to find a sense of comfort, a sense of rooting or grounding. Your body may have muscle memory now how to do this. And so issue that invitation, and then if you'd like, you can gently scan your body. Maybe from the inside out, or from top to bottom, or bottom to top. Whatever feels most accessible to you. To find any spots of unease or tension. So that you can issue an invitation for those parts of your physical being to release if possible. Or to send your breath to those parts of you so that the breath can create a sense of gentleness, a sense of ease. Take another moment or two to notice your body, to settle your body. To invite your body into this moment. And then gently draw your attention to the breath. Begin by simply observing how the breath is traveling in and out of your body in this moment. Perhaps noticing the inhalation as a cool breeze entering through your nostrils. And the exhalation as warm air leaving your body through the nose. Or maybe you're sensing the breath as air traveling into the throat and out through the throat. Or perhaps you feel the breath in the body as a gentle rising and falling of the belly. As your diaphragm moves to create space in the lungs, a vacuum in the lungs that draws in the in-breath. And then as the diaphragm moves back toward the lungs, creating the impetus to breathe out. Or maybe you notice the breath as movement in the rib cage. Rib basket expanding as you breathe in. Rib basket drawing in as you breathe out. As you attend to the breath in this very concentrated way, you notice the inhalation and you notice the exhalation. You might also notice that there is a brief pause at the top of the breath, that point where the inhalation ends, and yet the exhalation has not yet quite begun. You might also notice a pause at the bottom of the breath, at the end of the exhalation, before the inhalation begins to flow in. And so as you attend in a very concentrated way to the breath, you begin to become familiar with the reality that the breath actually has 4 parts. An inhalation, a pause, an exhalation, another pause. As you continue to breathe, continue to pay attention to all 4 parts of your breath. Staying fully concentrated on the part of the breath that's currently unfolding. If you're inhaling, be fully concentrated on the inhalation. When you're pausing at the top of the breath, be fully present with that pause, however short it might be. When you're exhaling, be fully concentrated on breath flowing out. And at the bottom of the breath, be fully attuned to the pause, a moment of stillness. And then when the next inhalation comes, be with the inhalation. And so the cycle goes. And perhaps as you attend to the breath, to the 4 parts in this concentrated way, the pauses at the top and the bottom might get a tiny bit longer. You don't have to create that length in those pauses. Just notice if it happens. And if you're tempted to extend that pause, that's fine. Be mindful of how you do it so that you're not creating a gasping inhalation by holding out the breath for too long at the bottom, or a choppy exhalation by holding out the breath too long at the top. If your mind wants to jump away from where you are in your breath cycle, gently guide it back. If you're inhaling, guide your attention back to the inhalation. If you're pausing, come back to the pause. Perhaps as you attend, as you concentrate on the breath this way, you can connect to the reality that our breath in and of itself is luminous. Our breath is radiant. It is very still in the midst of the movement of air moving in and out. And it is moving no matter how still it is. Take 2 to 4 more cycles of concentrated breath. And then if you've chosen a supine position, if you're lying on your back, gently begin your journey toward a seat. And once you're in the seat, make a conscious choice about your hand position. Maybe the palms are facing down on your thighs. Maybe your palms are facing up, inviting inspiration. Maybe your palms come to the center of your chest, acknowledging your heart. Or maybe your palms come together in front of your heart. And then I invite you, if it feels auspicious for you, to bow your head to your heart, to bow to your inner stillness, to your inner capacity to concentrate, to find stillness in movement and movement in stillness. And from there, you might invite an intention for your time on the mat today. If an intention arises for you that seems auspicious, perhaps breathe it into your heart with an inhalation and breathe it into your world with an exhalation. And then gently release your hands, open your eyes if they were closed, and lift your focus.